Yeah, what a weekend it was for Omar Marmoush, and I know, Troy, that you were there, weren't you? How impressed were you with him?
Yeah, it was very, very good. I think what people don't understand is just how good he is at carrying the ball. I think he's the new succession to Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva. Probably what they was hoping that Phil Foden would be, but Phil seems to be more of a winger. In the middle of the pitch, he carries you 30, 40 yards up, and he's got a natural eye for goal. And I think it was his third one where he ends up being cut back and he's on a penalty spot. Just that David Platt type, just being in the right place at the right time, and the ball always falls to him. I think he's a very, very good footballer.
Very good footballer indeed. Delighted to say we're now joined by a man who coached him as a teenager. It's a very good morning to the former Tottenham striker, Mido. Morning, Mido.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Troy.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Guys.
And you. Hey, well, that didn't take long. A hat-trick in 14 minutes against Newcastle for your boy. Look, what I was thinking, Mido, was he's been scoring goals in the Bundesliga or in Germany for the last 5 years, and he's 26 now. How has it taken so long for people to sit up and take notice of him?
I'm not surprised with his hat-trick the last weekend. I know him very well, and I know that he's brave and he's got the character to compete at the highest level. I mean, the boy got quality since he was 16. I gave him his debut at the Egyptian club when I was coaching him, and he's a top talent, top player. Great investment for Manchester City. He's at the right age now. I always believe, especially for strikers and attacking players, 26 and 27 or 27 is the best age to sign a player, because this is the timing when you get into your peak in your career. So he's a top striker. He can play as a winger as well, but he's very clever to get into the right movement at the right timing. And I think when the City team gets better and play better, he will score more goals.
Mido, do you think as well, with this timing of City being a little bit disjointed, a little bit off, do you think he can now grow with this team and that team could grow around him? Do you think it's a good time for him to go there?
You know, Troy, it's always difficult to join any football club in January.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Especially, I joined Tottenham in January, and I know how difficult it is. Even if you were playing at the highest level, still the Premier League got a higher tempo, always higher tempo. So it will take him time, especially that Man City are not doing great. We all know this season. But he will upgrade the squad, and I think this was the idea from the management to sign him, because he can play in different positions. He can play as a left winger, he can play as a right winger, and believe me, he's a good striker as well. If Haaland is not there, he can do the job. So this season, I'm expecting him to do well, and starting from next season, where Manchester City, of course, will sign another 4 or 5 quality players, younger players. I think he will be the star of the team next season.
I mean, it's interesting. Do you think because of the way he plays the game, Mido, that it stops City becoming predictable, if you like? You mean his movement and the way he plays? He gives them something different, you know. But in the past, we've all known it's been tippy-tappy in midfield. Eventually try and get the ball to Haaland, and now they're playing a little bit differently.
Yes, he's a direct player. He doesn't care about touching the ball much or getting deep he just make the right movement at the right times. He's great with dealing with crosses, for the tappings and to be in the right position. I think he's a great fit to play with Haaland as well, because Haaland will make his job much easier. Haaland with his physical presence and the way he keeps the ball, and he will. I think together, they can play very well together. They fit to play together.
Yeah, just one question for me on Marmoush, one final one. As a young person, when you was watching him, you spoke about his bravery and wanting the ball. Did you have to ever speak to him about running in behind? Because he seems to love to run without the ball in behind, which is dying now, isn't it, in the game?
Yes, this is his quality to run to run behind the defenders, to run the channels. You know, he's a little bit like Defoe. You know, like you
Yes.
remember Jermaine
Yeah,
Defoe.
yeah.
He doesn't want the ball in his feet much. Okay, he's good in the ball when he gets the ball in his feet. But his real quality is to run behind the defenders and to stretch any defense that plays against City.
Mm-hmm.
Mido, reports in the press this morning in England that Mo Salah is set to stay at Liverpool. Have you heard anything? And what do you think of those reports?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about him staying at Liverpool. I know that he got a huge offer from the Saudi league. But I really think that Salah wants to stay at Liverpool. Every time I hear him talking and the way he's playing, of course, I think he wants to make history at Liverpool. He already made history at Liverpool. I think he's one of the best players that ever wore the shirt, and I really feel to stay at Liverpool, and the fans, of course, they love him. He's a fan's favorite. So I don't have any news, but if he stays at Liverpool, I will be very happy for him, of course.
Mido, thank you very much indeed. Always
Thank
a pleasure.
you.
Appreciate it. Look after yourself, big man.
Just talking about Mo Salah there, you know, wouldn't it be an inspirational move if Liverpool to announce now that Mo Salah was staying at the club? What a boost it would give them for the run-in.
Oh, absolutely. I think just getting him signed up will be a huge boost for them, not just for this season, but going into next year. I think when you look at teams that go into year, and City are a perfect example of this, going into the year with confusion, not sure if a manager or the top players are going to stay around, I think you can just be calm, and it just makes sure everyone goes, okay, we know Mo Salah's here, we know what we're doing, we know we need to build around him. I don't know, Jeff. Just got this feeling he's just not going to be there. I really do. I really just have this feeling. I hope I'm wrong, because the Premier League wants all the best players, but I just have this feeling he's not going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, those reports that I mentioned there, they're coming from the Daily Mail this morning, saying that all the signs are that he will be staying at Liverpool. He always looks incredibly happy. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably just loves playing football.
Yeah, absolutely. He's flying again. He's having his best ever season. I think probably the question for Salah and his representatives is, when's the right time to leave? Because you can sometimes stay too long, can't you? We're seeing that with different players over the years. So maybe the conversation now is, do you leave after winning the Prem and potentially the Champions League? We're going out on a high, your best ever season, or not?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, do you go out at the top? That is the question. But those reports in the Mail this morning suggesting that Mo Salah will be staying at Liverpool.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.